some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the USC Trojans, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking to fire. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Graham. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Smith wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on them second down.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Toss sweep to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turns it on in midfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking, and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, man on man. It was brutal up front.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Porter. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Direct snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They feed him again. Looking for room at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Turning it on. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Lets it go to the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I know that's a negative play for the offense, but nice job by the QB trying to manage the loss on the play, understanding that every yard here at this point of the field is so critical, so good awareness trying to fight back as best he could.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Smith dropping to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for an open area to his left. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Courtney. And the explosive explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Smith wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Smith dropping to pass. Got a man. It's Fowler.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, USC.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls it in. It's Fowler.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Smith wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Wormley. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching the football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence and they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Porter. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. the gun. The running back has it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it up to 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockwood. Touchdown, Trojans! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Porter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93, but the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him.
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Fires left. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to save those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice.
Oh, he's got some space. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their...
Right down the gut of the field. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Working that left side now, and he's knocked down.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Up now, here's second and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Might be looking to run. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Smith wants to throw. Uncorks it. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. There he goes. Touchdown USC. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the tailback. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for space. It's Wormley. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fowler. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here.